Morning, everybody. All right, so right now we're at sales are at $656,415,000. We're at 14 days left, 70% of the month. So again, the month has 20 days. So 656. All right. The hot things that we've got going for schedule and stuff is SYS 37 is supposed to be done right after lunch, right around lunchtime. So we got to make sure that mismatch is gone and we're up and running right away. We also need to find out where PBT 22 is. It was supposed to be here yesterday. The Velox for 60. So we need to find out where we're at on that so we can get that running. Okay. Hot things that we got going on the big site, sorry. INS 13, as soon as we get that back from the tool room, we need to get it in. That's hot, we're late on parts there. 32, we got to fix the alarms. 6, we got to fix the EDAR, get that up and running. 7, we need to get to INS 11. 14, Jimmy, can you find out if SYS 1.0 it does need to be changed over? Alright, we'll find out on that. 21, for the tool room, they broke, or bent 2 of the Packer pins on that. So we get that fixed and back. And then when the material shows up, I think it's PA 26, where's Laura at? I don't see her. Oh, she's hiding. When PA 26 shows up, can you let us know so we can get press 10 started? Okay. Pictures that I got on the floor here. Again, just another ladder. I mean, this is the press it belongs at, but that's not where it gets hung up over here on the blue racks, okay? So again, just not putting stuff back. I talked to the person that did this. This was on the floor, just sucking. Okay, so they were getting ready to purge the press out, but we just pulled the thing out of the dryer and left it on the floor. Can anybody here tell me if we're 100% sure that we didn't suck up metal or something off the floor that went right into our screw and barrel? I mean, nobody here can answer that question. We have no idea what we could have sucked up off the floor. Okay? The area by the QC, and there was on the desk, there was like 5 different shots and bags. There's bags on top of the cabinets. There's just, they're supposed to be doing SBC here, but yet we got stuff in the way so that they can't do the SBC. I think we're going to end up passing these parts, but I didn't know why they were there because there's no tag on anything. Nothing says whether they're good, they're bad. I have no idea what the parts are, why they're there, or what needs to be done with them. I was told this is after they cleaned in the tool room, so just kind of messy in the tool room area on the bench by the computer. Same thing in the maintenance department. There's just a lot of stuff laying on the floor back there, equipment tore apart, spread out. I was walking by this press, Jose, and there's parts all over the floor, and Anna was sweeping them out from underneath the press. So they're on the back side, the front side, they're under the press, they're just basically all over the place. We need to see what we need to do to try and get the parts not to fall on the floor. So this is kind of going into a little bit of the improvements. We had the vacuum that on the floor that I made the modifications to. We put red tape on this side so we didn't pull off the wrong side. Somebody actually ripped the red tape off and pulled that side off. I'm not upset about that, I just want to know why. Is there a reason why we would want that side of the vacuum to come off? That's, and I haven't got any feedback on the vacuum, so I'd like to know if you guys like it, do we want to do all the rest of them that way, and maybe why we would rip the red tape so that we can take that side of the vacuum off, okay? So again, just didn't get really any feedback yet, so let me know what you guys think, okay? And then I have one suggestion here. Build a rack shelf system under half of each bench in the tool room to organize things like feeder bolts and cleaning supplies. Get 2 or more of the round stools and keep them under each bench so they're readily accessible. So those are a suggestion we'll take a look at. We've gotten quite a few out of the tool room lately, so we'll try to get some Kaizen events going for the tool room, all right? So that they can get some of these going.
Also, Tomorrow at 1:30 we have Poly One and Bear coming through here for a tour, so we're going to make sure it's cleaned up and everything's organized, okay? Again, they're our best sales force that we have is our vendors, okay? They go out, if somebody asks for a recommendation, you know, they're selling the material, who do you recommend to mold the parts? We want them to say Hanson, okay? So we got to be organized and clean, okay? Also, up here you'll see, I put a note up here about RPS4. We ran wrong parts last run, so we have to ship out parts. I think, Robin, you have the shipping information we need to ship out to Florida and then down to Mexico. All right, so we got to make sure we're going to get the control plan fixed so we know what's going on there. Kaizen events, we got the material mezzanine today at 2:15 or 2 o'clock. And then also they worked on the cart Kaizen today, which got a long ways through, so I appreciate Nick, Mary, and Jose's work. So we've got some improvements we're going to still do on that. So check the board for the other Kaizens we've listed up there. You want to talk about the improvements that you had on there?
So you guys know I was making some improvements to the lean cart, or I shouldn't say the lean cart, but the label cart that we use to make the labels. And one of the improvements that we made, and we talked a little bit about it, we ordered up the flanges for the individual colors. So you can see here that we've got pipe. We're going to standardize on white, yellow, and black. We put some PVC pipe on the cart here. You can see here, so that the rolls don't slide back and forth. But then we also put vinyl on each one of those, so you know where the white one goes, where the yellow one goes, and where the black one goes. And we still have the other colors on the cart until we use them up. But for right now, we have the 3 standard colors, so when you're swapping them in and out, you know right where it goes back to, and you know right where to grab the color that you need, okay? We got a couple more things that we're going to do. We're just going to keep improving on that cart.
All right, don't forget also up here, I took it off the picture, we talked about the Filtran bags the other day, and what bugged me is the cords would fall on the ground, they'd pick them up. I kept asking, why did we go back to strapping it? And there was a good reason for it. Gene and Mark talked about it. So what we had to do was just change the length of bungee cord because they needed more tension. So there was a good reason for why they didn't like it the way it was, but we could fix that to get back to where we were. So Gene and Mark took care of that. So I appreciate it. All right, we were talking yesterday about Paul's big, hairy, audacious goal to change the world. All right. The morning improvement walk became the second important aspect of building a culture of continuous improvement, and it has yielded many more improvements than we ever expected. That is the nature of lean thinking through. Its benefits keeps on giving. Now I know you must be wondering, Paul, you do this every day? The answer is yes. We've been doing this every day for over 5 years. We don't miss it. It's part of our culture. It's more important than building widgets or woodworking tools or anything else we do. Because we know if we have a world-class problem solvers, it doesn't matter what we are building today or 5 years from now. We will have the capacity to do an excellent job at whatever is put in front of us. The biggest problem people have with the idea of letting their people come up with a 2-second improvement is trusting they won't screw something up or make the process worse. The answer is they will. They will make mistakes and become better problem solvers in the process. In order to do lean correctly, you must trust that the system will produce the desired outcome. Even if you hit a pothole or rabbit along the way, the number one way people learn is by making mistakes. If you rob your culture of this experience, you will rob yourself of boundless innovations that could await you. Remember, we are looking for small improvements, so the mistakes should be small as well. Each mistake and each improvement will become a valuable part of building a culture of continuous improvement. All right? You guys, we haven't shown some of the videos they have videos on there about the mistakes they made. You know, they did a process improvement, it actually took longer. So they went back to what they did because they were trying to make an improvement, it didn't work. That's the whole point. We're going to do things, we got to do it twice. It's called change. We don't do anything right the first time. There's always improvement that can be done. Okay? So let's make sure we at least take a chance of making a mistake. Okay? There's a video about an assembly here. Hold on 1 second. Yesterday, just to give you a little heads up, yesterday we were at Federal Signal. We're going to be inheriting some tools from them. And we asked for a tour, okay, of the plant. And the process that they go through and the same thing cell manufacturing was unbelievable as far as all the products they use and how they did it. And they worked for one little cell. They had all the information, all their stuff was right there. They had some neat innovations, and I asked him where they got it all or how they did it all, and he said it's purely all from the people putting it together. And that's what they have 300 employees, union employees that are willing to make things lean and make it better. And some of this stuff was really, I mean, it's worth seeing things like that. There's some impressive stuff. They work with wires all the time, like what we do on 60, and they have PVC pipes that were cut, and they had the racking system so they could just pull the wires right out. It was a real neat way that they were doing it. So you're always trying to grab ideas from what you see out there, okay? It doesn't have to be from our industry or from what we're doing. We can take things, we steal ideas. It's the best way to get them, okay?